Colin, Chelsea fan, also wants Liverpool to win. What's the matter with
going
your
on
mobs?
with
Colin?
Come on.
Guys, I spoke to you, I think it was about 6 months ago, and it was a Man United scenario. It's Colin the Chelsea supporter, and I said that I wanted Man United to win, and I'd wear their top in the Chelsea end if that happened. And I said about Scotland winning. So I haven't changed my opinion. Feel exactly the same about tomorrow night. I want Liverpool win because they're a British club. End of.
Colin, mate, you're honestly.
Do you remember, Jason?
No, I don't. But I've spoken to a lot of people like you.
Yeah.
Why, Colin? You don't care. You can't care enough.
I do care.
You care. Why do you care?
I care.
Why do you care?
I want a British club to win the Champions League. Of course, I want Chelsea to win. And it's not to do with them getting through like the previous caller and said, we've got a better chance. Got nothing to do with that. I want Chelsea to win. Doesn't matter who goes through.
You're a disgrace, Colin.
Colin, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Colin? Right?
Yeah.
If Liverpool don't win the Champions League, there is a chance they won't get Champions League football next season. Would you agree with that? Right.
Yeah.
And if they don't get Champions League football next season, they'll find it more difficult to attract the biggest names in football. Would you agree with that?
I agree with that.
Okay. Are Chelsea desperate for a number 9?
100% they are.
Okay. And hold on. And would you agree that Haaland is one of the best number 9s on the planet?
100%, yeah.
Okay. So would you also agree then, with all that in mind, that if Liverpool win the Champions League, they've got more chance of attracting great players like that than Chelsea have?
No, because this is the argument you had, Marie, with Wolves and a few other clubs, and actually your point's proven completely irrelevant because actually what's happened is these teams are getting better and better. Chelsea have bought 4 or 5 better players from the last time I called you guys up, and then only enhance their squad even more.
Okay, let me make it simpler for you. Let me make it simpler. If Liverpool win the Champions League, would that make them stronger financially?
Yes.
Would that in theory, give them more spending power and make them a better club?
Well, if they don't, but that's irrelevant to Chelsea because we can spend what we want anyway. So it's neither here nor there.
Okay.
Because we're still going to.
If Liverpool don't win the Champions League, could that make them worse?
Yep.
Right. Why do you want that not to happen? Why don't you want Liverpool to become worse?
Listen, it's not about wanting them to come worse.
No, it is.
I want them to
No, it is. You're a Chelsea fan, and you want Chelsea to win everything.
100%. Definitely.
So you want Liverpool to be worse. You want Manchester United to be worse. You want Man City to be worse.
No, I don't, because it makes them a European team because they're just improving and strengthening their squad like they are this year. Or like
what do you care?
Now.
What do you care? You want Chelsea to win everything, don't you?
I can't agree with you, Colin.
But we know that. What's that say?
Can't agree with you.
Well, you didn't agree with me last time.
No.
But
at least you're consistent.
Much more logical. Because actually, my point last time was actually the same.
All right, let me ask you this, Colin. Sorry, I'm going to make it really easy. You got Liverpool in the final of the Champions League.
Yeah.
Do you want them to have Van Dijk, Henderson, and Salah fit or not?
Oh, listen, no, because we're playing them in the final. I want to win.
So why do you want Liverpool to become stronger?
Listen, it's not about wanting to become stronger. It's about them winning the Champions League if we don't, or a British club.
Why?
So, like I said before,
why do you want that?
Manchester City win it.
Why do you want that?
Because I think it's
What about
the
Spurs?
right appropriate thing.
About Spurs?
So, yes, I'm fine with Spurs as well. The only club is probably Arsenal because I'm not particularly.
Why do you want them to? At worst, you'd thought it doesn't bother you one way or the other, but you actively want them to. Why?
Right, because I'll flip it. It's the exact opposite from what you're saying. But then, yes, Tottenham will attract better players. They will get more players into the Premier League. Then Chelsea will think, right, we need to go stronger. We need to get better players, and we need to improve.
Honestly, what a bizarre attitude. Yeah, honestly, you've actually thought that through, and that's the reason why.
I haven't given any thought. It's come straight to me.
Well, you must have come. What do you mean to come straight to you? There must be some thoughts.
Listen, there's always pre-thought for us and listen to you guys. And like I said to you before, we've then got onto the subjects of Scotland. If England don't win the Euros, I'd love it for home nations.
Why? Tell me why you'd love it. I want to know why you would love it. Scotland win it. Give me your reasons.
Right, okay. So love might be a strong word, but I would rather...
Okay, why? Why rather? Why do you care? Why do you care?
Well, I do care. I don't have that Scottish-English sort of thought process where it's...
Okay, if you don't have that's English-French, then you don't have that English-Italian or English-German. So why does it bother you who wins it? You actually want them to win. Why?
I do.
Why?
Because they're still part of Great Britain.
Well, okay, I can't get. I can't
give up.
Hold on, I can't go with the fact why you, as a Chelsea fan, would want Spurs to win the Champions League.
No. You see, you're misinterpreting again. I don't want them to win it. I want Chelsea to win the Champions League.
Yeah, but if it's not Chelsea and Spurs are in the final...
If it's not Chelsea, yes, I will want Spurs to win the final. Yep.
Okay. Colin, how does this make you feel when I'm telling you now you're in a massive minority?
Colin, you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace.
Listen, I know I'm not a disgrace.
You are, there's disgraceful attitude.
There's been in a minority. There has to be in a minority.
Disgraceful.
Yeah, but the minority is one, and that's you. I'm telling you now, Colin. Colin, I'm telling you, Colin.
The last 10 minutes.
Colin, there's not one Chelsea fan that would want Spurs to win any final, irrelevant of who they're against. There isn't.
Who's your favourite snooker player? Stephen Hendry.
Who's your favourite cowboy?
Who's my favourite snooker player?
Who's your favourite snooker player?
Jimmy White.
Jimmy White, okay, Jimmy White. So Jimmy White's in the final, or doesn't get to the final. Does that mean that you don't care who wins it? There must be a second team or a second player.
It can't be the
Why
same as
can you
football.
compare snooker to
You can't
football?
compare snooker to football.
I'm just saying, because I know you're a
You
snooker
don't
man.
follow.
So,
You have a team. You follow a team. You don't follow a...
When I was a young guy, Steve Davis was my favourite player. Yeah? I always wanted him to win it. But if he didn't win it, I'd then have a second player, who was actually Jimmy White.
Colin.
You have a second...
People have a
How old are you,
secondary
Colin? How old are you, Colin?
Sorry?
How old are you?
I'm 49. 49.
You've got kids. You've got kids.
I have. I've got two kids.
Oh, and do they support Chelsea? Do they support Chelsea?
Massive Chelsea sport. Massive
How old are they?
22, my son, and my daughter's 18.
Can we speak to one of them?
You definitely can. Because he will be. Absolutely. Let me just go and...
What's his name?
Probably playing... He's Jack.
Jack.
Let's talk some sense into Jack.
I bet he doesn't even know.
I'm on talkSPORT. No, they want to have a quick word with you. Just listen. Trust it, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, hello, you alright?
Is that Jack?
Yes, Jack, yeah.
Right, Jack.
Jack, you're live on National Radio, so careful your language, firstly. You're a Chelsea fan, is that right?
Yeah.
Right. If Spurs were playing in the Champions League final against any club in the world, apart from Chelsea, would you want Spurs to win?
Well, I would say win's a strong word, isn't it? But I would say, personally, I wouldn't be bothered about who... Obviously, I want Chelsea to win the league, no matter what. Or Champions League, obviously.
But if not, and Spurs are in the final against, I don't know, Barcelona...
Well, I wouldn't be happy about it, but I'd rather...
Your dad has just come on National Radio and told us he'd want Spurs to win it.
No, I wouldn't want Spurs to win. Obviously, you want your team to win it, but...
Yeah, but your dad does.
I wouldn't want an English team to win the Champions League. Of course I would. Of course I want an English team to win the Champions League, because it brings bigger players to the Premier... Because tell me now, what players... All the players want to come to the Premier League. Why is that?
He's been brainwashed.
Why do players want to come to the Premier League?
Isn't he?
Every team is competitive.
Is this who are we talking to here? Who are we talking to? We talking to Jack or Colin? Who's?
Yeah, talking to Jack. No, talking to
What's
Jack.
going on in your house? What's happened here?
What's going on?
What's going on? Can I speak to your sister? There must be someone in the house that talks sense.
No, sister and mum don't follow football, so...
Right, can I ask you a question then, Jack? Right.
God.
So you're saying we need to win the Champions League to attract good players, yeah? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So between 2012 and 2018, no English club won the Champions League. Between 2006 and going back, are you telling me that all the years, like over decades of years without an English team winning the Champions League, we don't attract world-class players to the Premier League?
I won't say we don't attract world-class players, but it's more the money situation, isn't it? Now the money's in the picture and more money coming to the frame. Because back in all those years ago, there wasn't all that money involved. But now these players, obviously, coming along the lines of Ronaldo and Messi, they're gone past their time now.
So it's 0-0. There's a minute to 0-0.
You want Haaland and Mbappe to come to the Prem. You might struggle as a Chelsea fan. Of course, I'd hate it for them to not get...
But Haaland's not coming to the Premier League. Haaland's not coming to the Premier League.
Stinks, make it stop now.
Hold on.
I can't listen to this
Hold on.
anymore.
Haaland's not coming to the Premier League just because Spurs win the Champions League.
What?
If Spurs win the Champions League, Haaland won't go, well, Spurs won it, I'll sign for Man City.
Okay, yeah, you might be right there. But what are they trying to get out of this anyway? I don't understand what's happening. I don't, like...
No, do you know what? I'll let you get back to your PlayStation. I don't know what's happening there, do you? And they're Chelsea.
I'm embarrassed.
Typical your club, isn't it?
Embarrassing.
Chelsea fans cheering on Spurs. Come on, Spurs.
I disowned them. Those Colin and Jack.
Amazing.